Even in the uncertain case that the most adverse side effects of solar radiation modification can be avoided, public resistance, ethical concerns, and potential impacts on sustainable development could render solar radiation modification economically, socially, and institutionally undesirable.
This chapter looks at policy options and practical actions we can take. The term mitigation refers to ways to reduce future warming. Adaptation means ways of learning to live with the warming that we create. So, let's find out how we can fix things.
The IPCC is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So in October of 2018, they released their report, which is now known as the 1.5 degree report. This report was just an absolute shocker because not only did they find that there's a huge difference to the planet if you keep warming to 1.5 degrees, they also came up with the deadline to implement a plan to keep it to 1.5 degrees warming, and they said we have to have this implemented within 12 years, or else things are going to really go sideways.
Oh yeah.
You know them?
I know some of them. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
of course. Oh, of course. I mean, this is the stuff I read, right?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, this is it. This is the literature. They are our generation's heroes. The people who have done this work. They have put their hearts and souls into it, and they have been very, very precise, and they have been largely ignored.
Reading this, it feels a bit like storytelling. It feels like a really important story. And even though there are numbers and statistics, the listening in the room means that this is a shared experience, and it is an experience that needs to be shared wider than this building.
Poetry provokes engagement, it solicits memory, it encourages abstract thought about a particular matter, and that's essentially what we're trying to do here, I think, is, even if we're reading this very scientific, very dense report, very complicated words, try and engage with it on an abstract level, and that can go a long way.
I was talking to someone from Edinburgh that said that the Fringe kind of began as kind of this hope to let, after the war, to let culture kind of help bring people together. And I really saw a parallel with the reading, and how the involving the culture and the people that are so good at communicating, they just made it so important.
Embedded in the goal of limiting warming to 1.5 degrees is the opportunity for intentional societal transformation. The end!
Thank you, everybody. Let's eat some cake.